What's going on, everybody? It's Artz here from the Artz Review, and today we're going to be talking about the new Netflix original movie, Bright, starring Will Smith and Joel Edgerton. So what brings me here today, well, I've seen a lot of mixed tweets, because that's where I've actually seen a lot of the reaction to this movie from was on Twitter. And one tweet stands out. It's actually this tweet right here. Yeah, that's a tweet from Charlamagne the God saying that anyone who got Will Smith to do this movie should be fired. This is the worst movie he's ever done, and blah, 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 blah. This is the worst movie he's done since After Earth, and to be honest, that's not true. I actually like this movie a lot, actually, and I like the way that the whole modern look of the fairies, the orcs, the elves and humans together in the same world. I think it's a great way to look at it from today's point of view. I think it's pretty tight, actually. It's original. I think a lot of people are expecting Marvel-type movies, and to be honest, every studio is not Marvel, and every writer isn't going to be working for Marvel, and every director isn't going to be working for Marvel. So, you know, not every movie is going to be a Marvel movie. But this particular movie here, I think the way that it looked at how the magic wands were, I think the way they looked at the magic wands is totally different than how Harry Potter did it. In Harry Potter, anybody can get a wand as long as you had some magic in you. In this one here, you had to be one in a million almost to actually even touch a wand. And I think that was a great look to show how powerful the wands can actually be. And I think there are times in like Harry Potter movies that wands aren't as, they're tools, and they have a great deal of power, but they can be really, really powerful if you write it right. Notice I said if you write it right. And in the movie Bright, they actually wrote it to the point where wands are ridiculously overpowered. And actually, I like that about it, because it keeps it a novelty. It keeps it exclusive, and only a few people can touch it. Only a few people can use it. Only a few people, well, in this case, in this movie, a few people who are called Brights can actually wield a wand, and it actually makes having a wand more significant. It's not just, hey, I have a little bit of magic in me, then I can go ahead and grab a wand. And I like that aspect of it. I think it adds a bit more to it. Now, there were some legitimate gripes about the story. I think that the story could have done a little bit better as far as telling maybe a backstory. The backstory, I think, would have helped out a lot to understand how the world in the Bright universe, how that world how did it get that way? How did it get set up the way it got set up? How did elves how did elves get to their position? Why did the orcs choose their choice? Why are humans stuck in the middle? And it seems like anything that's dealing with anything along these lines, with dealing with a whole bunch of different types of races like that. Even in the Lord of the Rings, hell, even Thor went through it a little bit in Thor: The Dark World. Humans are always stuck in the middle. Why are we always stuck in the middle? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why can't we be at the top, or a little bit better off than just being the middle guys? Even in Thor, Earth is called the Midgard. So we're always in the middle somewhere. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe somebody can explain that to me. Maybe if you're watching this video, you can drop it in the comment section and explain that to me. I don't know. But a few other things. I have some stuff written down. I think that they could have, as far as the backstory is concerned, they could have shown a bit more how menacing the Dark Lord was actually, and why is it such a big deal that these people in this movie are trying to resurrect him, and if he comes back, then all hope is gone, or everything is lost, everyone's just gonna die and be enslaved and all that other stuff. If they would have just touched on that a bit, I think it would have been a bit better. I understand this is a hour and 57-minute long movie. It's not a whole lot you can do, but there is a lot you can do with that time frame. If they would have just focused in on that a little bit more, I think that would have been tight. It would have helped out the story a bit. Far as me, in my opinion, it would have helped out me understand exactly how the world got the way it got in the movie Bright. And it would explain a lot of the hatred the other races have for orcs in this movie. But there are a lot of points of reality, I want to say. I don't even know if I'm saying that phrase right, but they've taken a lot of what's going on in the real world today and put it into this movie. Not too much though, to your point where you're like, oh, come on, but it's enough. And I think it's actually pretty cool how they did it. I don't like the ending at all. I really don't. I really wish they would have had a little bit more to it. But it could be a lead up. We don't know if this is going to be just a standalone movie, or if it's going to be a movie that's going to produce a sequel or two. We really don't know. And to be honest, with Netflix, they're not bound by, oh well, it has to have a huge opening weekend, movie ticket sales, and all that other stuff that other studios have to worry about. They just put the movie up, and they need to see how interested people are in the movie by view count, how many people are watching, things like that. So if a lot of people are watching it, cool. If they watch it, then maybe we'll get a sequel. Maybe they will explore everything that I just pointed out, such as the backstory and why everything is the way it is in the movie Bright. People are comparing this to After Earth. I think that's a false and unfair comparison. I actually like After Earth. I actually like After Earth. I think that movie suffered a lot more than Bright suffered, as far as the backstory. Not having enough backstory, not having enough fleshed out story behind the characters. I think After Earth, that's what that suffered from the most. Acting, I thought it was fine as far as After Earth, but that's a whole nother video. I'm about to digress too far away from what I'm supposed to be doing right here in this video when we're talking about Bright. I think the acting in Bright was pretty tight. The makeup was awesome as far as how they did all the orcs in this movie. I think it was great, and they actually added some character and some nuances to the makeup. And they actually had, I think in one scene I actually seen one of the orcs' ears moving when he reacted to something or hearing something. He's like, oh, okay, that's me. And his ears perked up and they started flapping a little bit. I thought that was tight. That was a good touch. Whoever was in control of that, you guys, great attention to detail. Also too, their noses moved too when they smelled something funny. So I think that was great. So they did a really good job at portraying the orcs and everything like that. I just wish that it was more done as far as the backstory was concerned. But again, it was only a 2-hour movie, and how much more can you really give in a 2-hour long movie? I didn't even realize it was 2 hours long. I actually had to go back and see exactly how long it was for this video, so I can tell you guys it's 2 hours long. But I've heard some comparisons to Alien Nation. First of all, these are fairy tale creatures. These aren't aliens. That's number one. Number two, Alien Nation had a whole series and multiple seasons of a series to flesh out characters and to tell a story. Again, this is a 2-hour long movie. Bright is only 2 hours long. You're not going to get the same character development that you would get in a series such as Alien Nation. I don't even know. I wish I would have kept that tweet. I don't know why that person would even. Maybe some of the tones are the same. I don't know, but you can't compare a series with multiple seasons to a 2-hour long movie. You just can't do that. It's not fair. It's not right. But that's just my quick review. I think I'm gonna have to watch it again, and I may come back with a second review of the movie. Maybe not. But I think I'm gonna watch it again just so I can see if I missed anything. But until then, man, if you enjoyed this video and you like the way I'm doing things right now, you like how I just did this review, or it's not really a review. It's more of an opinion on the movie, to be honest. And yeah, it's more of a opinion review, I guess. But if you like this video, definitely consider hitting the like button, and I'm going to be putting a lot more review videos up of different topics, not just movies, not just shows and television and things like that. But I'm going to be doing a lot of reviews coming up. So hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, and stay up to date with the Arts Review. And again, this is Arts from the Arts Review, signing off. Peace.